Motherless Brooklyn is a crime thriller noir film directed and produced and I think written for the screen by Edward Norton. This movie played at the Vancouver International Film Festival, but I didn't watch it. I finally got around to watching it. This movie is really long. It's almost 2.5 hours long. Has some pacing issues. Really good cast. I really like the team of private detectives. Edward Norton plays Lionel. He is a young man with Tourette syndrome, and he's in the 1950s. Some people don't get it; they think he's a weirdo. However, his mentor Frank Minna is in too deep with this new case. He's not really telling his detective buddies what he's into. He ends up getting killed. So it's up to his detective buddies to sort of find out what happened to him, and basically Lionel and the others get roped into this labyrinthine plot about the most powerful man in the city, corruption, power, greed, all sorts of tense moments, a lot of detective work, and some topical subjects. So this movie, I didn't really know much about it, to be honest. After I read a review on RogerEbert.com, Norton decided to switch the setting from the 80s to the 50s to make it more of a love letter to like Chinatown and hardball noir films. So that change actually makes it better because they also throw in the racism topics and things like that. The movie is well directed. I really like some of the cinematography, really suspenseful action sequences, only like one or two. It's more of a crime thriller, but there's one really suspenseful climax scene that's really great, and really good performances. I really liked Edward Norton. It's really tense because with this Tourette syndrome, you're just waiting for him to mess up a conversation, someone who doesn't know you have Tourette's, and you walk into the room, start asking questions, and then you just start, your ticks start going off, and they're going to be like, yo, what's up? And so he's got, sometimes he disguises it with a sneeze, and it's hard for him to always do the detective work, so sometimes he gets his friends to help him. And there's also really good acting from the others. There's Bobby Cannavale, Dallas Roberts, Randy from My Name Was Earl, Alec Baldwin, and a few others. The biggest problem with the movie definitely is the pacing. It's a 2.5 hour movie that really takes its time, but it also adapts a novel, so I guess it's not entirely hard to take such a big story and edit it down to its barest bones while keeping some of the themes. But I really enjoyed this movie. The movie went by pretty fast. I'd say it wasn't too much of a drag. I felt it maybe dragging out the 90-minute mark, but overall very satisfying detective story. Definitely worth checking out. Not much else to say about this one. So I give Motherless Brooklyn a 7.5 out of 10.